It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.
Race number 6, 1600 meters the distance. This race goes off at 3:30. It's a maiden plate for the fillies and mares. It's a field of 12 runners that are set to, rather 11 runners now, because number 7, Fairy Trip, is a scratch-in. And that's certainly an important scratch-in in this event. Vermicelli tops betting boards at 3-1, 9-2 Nonoti, 5-1 Baby on Board, 11-2 about Dame Mazona and Grecian Palace. It's 8-1 and better bar those, and it's another competitive race. This time it's a maiden plate, so quite a few horses in with chances. Baby on Board, she's a filly that does have a good draw. I think she's a horse that could actually win a fair share of races. She's actually quite a decently bred daughter of Potala Palace. She's related to a horse that the name escapes me right now, but she was actually quite useful, trained by Gareth van Zyl. I'm not sure if Sheldon will be able to help me out here. She was a horse that used to, a few times she actually used to tear away to the front, and it was Emerald something. I'm not quite sure what her name is, but running this exact same silk.
Princess or something. She won one day by about 12, 14
Yes,
legs.
on the poly track.
Yes.
And Warren was aboard her, and this filly is actually related to her. And last time out, she showed quite a bit of speed, over raced, but it didn't seem to finish her race off. And maybe she's one that you want to include once again, going over 1600 meters from a decent draw. Vermicelli, Nonoti, Grecian Palace, all horses that you can make valid claims for here.
Yes, when you look at the field, it's basically like taking a dartboard and throwing a dart and taking your chance. But I'm going to be with you, number 2, Baby on Board. I think the Robbie Hill team is going to have a big day. They have got a first timer running earlier in the day, which the money has come for, and I believe that's quite decent. Baby on Board took on winners last time out. The only thing she needs to do is settle.
Yes.
Last time out, she jumped out from a wide draw. If memory serves me correct, there could have been a little bit of jostling in that earlier. Maybe something just stirred her up. From that number 2 draw, I think that at around 5-1, she's got the improvement factor to come, and I'm going to be quite strong on number 2, Baby on Board. 5-1, I think that's generous odds, well drawn. If things map out for her, I believe she's going to run a huge race. Number 8, Grecian Palace, moved up dangerously last time out, but of course, Mountains of the Moon, Robbie Hill will have a good line there. And then number 3, Ananoba, 6-year-old, lightly raced, gets the 4 kgs off. Perhaps worth throwing into the minor play. But number 2, Baby on Board, I believe everything maps out for her. I think the 5-1 will go.
Yeah, I certainly agree with you there. Numbers 2 and 8, I think you could possibly play around those two horses. The rest of these runners, they are fairly well exposed. They're well tried in the maiden ranks. But 5-1 about Baby on Board. Maybe if there is a follow-through about Jazz Cafe, then maybe you could possibly play the Robbie Hill doubled on the day, Jazz Cafe into Baby on Board, and it could be some decent value as well. But both Sheldon and myself, we're going to be with the 2 horse here, Serena Moodley aboard for the Robbie Hill yard, and we're hoping that things map out accordingly for her, and she's able to finish off her race quite strongly and enter the number 1 box.
I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.